Hello everyone and welcome to another digital resource video guide from the Minot Public Library. These are short videos designed to help you navigate the digital resources that you have access to through the Minot Public Library with your library card. Today we are going to be talking about Mango Languages, which is a website and an app that you can download to help you learn foreign languages, which is super awesome. So let me show you how to get there. So if you go to the Minot Public Library's homepage and digital resources, and then about in the middle of the list, you're going to see Learn a Language, and Mango Languages is right there. Or as always, you can search alphabetically and find it under the M's. And Mango Languages is a website that you can create an account for. It is free if you want to, or you can use it as a guest. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use it as a guest first, go through everything, and then I'll show you the account that I created to show you some of the differences. There's not a whole lot of differences, but we'll go through both. So using it as a guest, the first thing that's going to come up is they're going to ask you to pick whichever language you want to learn. So I'm just going to go ahead and click Spanish. And if you want to just jump right into the first lesson, you just click this Start Learning tab or button right up here, and it will bring you directly into the first lesson. Or if you want to see kind of where you're at, if you've had any experience with the language before, if you scroll up just a little bit here, they've got a placement test, so you can do that and see where you should start in the lessons. Maybe you're a little bit further ahead than the intro section, so that placement test will tell you where that is. And then these are all of the main units, so you can see kind of what you're going to get or what is going to come ahead once you start studying. And then they also have the specialty units here, so they've got like Romance or Spanish for librarians, which is really handy. So you can, if you have a specific goal in mind, they've got a medical one, text talk, all of that. So if you have a specific goal in mind, the specialty units are kind of an awesome thing. So once you are into the lesson plans, you can click on each chapter, you can see the goals and each of the lessons. You can go to a listening tab where you can listen to conversations to better immerse yourself in the language, and then you answer questions to check your comprehension at the end. They've got a reading, which is basically the same thing, but you can read passages instead of listening, and then again answer questions at the end to make sure that you heard everything correctly and understood everything correctly. And then there is a recap, which is the final step to a chapter, making sure that you are ready to move on. So once you are ready to move on, you just click into the next chapter, and it is laid out the same way. So you can kind of go along at your own pace. If you need to go back to something, you can go back and do something over if you've forgotten things or you need to recap. So Mango Languages is very, very simple, very easy to use. And they've got some extra kind of bonus things along with it. So if you go up to the top here, this is all in the Learn tab. But if you go to Explore, they are going to have movies that are in the languages that you are trying to learn. So again, this is a great way to really immerse yourself in the language, to kind of listen and then learn or figure out if you're able to actually comprehend what's going on. So yeah, it's really great. And then they also have under tools, they've got a translator here, which is great to kind of use as you're going along to really make sure that you are fully understanding things, or if you forgot what one word is, you can come to the tools and quickly figure that out without having to, search back through all of the lessons. And then if you want to learn a different language, you would just click up here where it's got this little arrow and it's got this like icon of what the language is. If you click on that, it's going to bring up all the other languages that they have, and you can click into whichever one you want to learn. So maybe the next one you want to learn is Dari, or I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but Zonka is how I think maybe that is correct. That's probably completely incorrect, and I'm so sorry. But they've got a ton of different languages that you can learn. Mango really is just a great resource for anybody who's looking to learn something new. I know, especially this year, a lot of people have wanted to pick up some new hobbies and new skills. So this is a great way to do that. All right, so now I'm going to go into the account that I had set up, and you'll see that it is set up the exact same way. The lessons are laid out in the exact same way. The only difference is that this will track my progress. So if I finish up to lesson 6, then I log out and close out of the website, when I log back in, it will tell me that I've finished up to lesson 6 and that I'm on lesson 7. Whereas if you create, or if you just use Mango as a guest, it's not going to track your progress the same. And so you'll have to just kind of remember where you are on your own, which is totally fine. Yeah, you just have to kind of know where you're at. The other thing with having an account is you can create a profile, which is basically just changing your name and password and everything like that. You can also put in different organizations. So if you belong to different libraries and things like that, and you want to link another one, you can do that. And you can also create other family profiles. So if you have kids who all want to learn different languages, you can create new profiles for them, and it will track their progress separately, so you don't have to keep track of all of that on your own. And then you can also track your activity if you want to see how much you practiced in the past week or month or whatever. You can track all of that as well with your own account. But that's really the only differences between using it as a guest and using your own account. Either way, it is an amazing resource. It is a great way to learn a new language, and it's free, which is totally awesome. So that is it for this video. Thank you for following along with me, and I will see you in the next one.